400 402 North Euclid Avenue in Sioux Falls. This is a duplex. And you know what? Before we go any further, I want to take you to the numbers.
Three, two, one.
Here we go!
It's David Shelton, broker at Century 21 Advantage, and today we're bringing you By the Numbers with Josh Osborne, manager at CrossCountry Mortgage here in Sioux Falls. And we're looking at the numbers for 400 402 North Euclid Avenue. It's a duplex. And when you're thinking about, I'm looking around that 150 to 175 price range, never thought about a duplex, but let me tell you, there's extra money there and you'll want to hear more. Hey Josh, good to see you, buddy.
Hey David, thank you so much for having me today. I appreciate that. So again, my name is Josh Osborne, branch manager at CrossCountry Mortgage. And what we wanted to do today is kind of talk about, one, is this something that you could afford, buying this duplex that David has listed here? What the numbers would be, why it would make sense, because it is an amazing opportunity right now to be able to buy a multifamily as long as you're living in one of the units and not have a lot of money down. So this is an example today we're going to talk about is with a person that was looking at maybe doing an FHA loan. Okay, and an FHA loan you only need 3.5%. So for example, let's put it into your shoes. Say if you were making $3,500 of gross monthly income. We always use your gross monthly income, not your net. So if you're making $3,500 a month gross income, and we were able to go up to 40% of your gross monthly income for the debt to income ratio, that means we could use $1,400 out of your monthly income to be able to get you approved for a mortgage payment. Now, $1,400, what does that get you? Sometimes you might realize that maybe you need more than that. Maybe it's perfect. What the cool thing about buying a multi-unit family is that not only are you going to be paying the mortgage payment, but also you're going to receive rental income as well. So, for example, this 2-unit property that we're looking at, David, how much do you think you could rent out that other side?
$675 a month.
So $675. So you could rent that out for $675, and as a mortgage lender, we can use 70% of that rental income to get you approved for more of a loan. Okay, so we take 70% of that. We can use an additional $460 now because we're using a portion of that rental income to get you approved, which gets you approved for up to $76,000 more of a loan amount.
Wow. So you just got a raise. When you buy an income property, you're giving yourself a raise.
Yep, you just went up $76,000 in your price point by using the rental income. Now, for example, if you were to buy this property for $165,000, FHA, like we talked about, requires a 3.5% down payment. So the down payment would be $5,775.
Tell me what happens, Josh, if I'm a first-time buyer with South Dakota Housing and FHA combo. What happens there? I could be eligible for what?
So the cool thing about this is that if you're eligible through South Dakota Housing to be able to use their program to be able to buy a house, is that we can, South Dakota Housing will give you a loan of 3% to cover the 3.5% down payment. Okay, so when we take your application and we qualify you for the program that you're eligible for, if you're approved for the South Dakota Housing loan, out of that 3.5% down payment, you only need to come up with 0.5%. Okay, whoa. And that 3% loan that South Dakota Housing gives you, you just have to pay it back when you sell the home, and it doesn't accrue any interest. Or refinance, absolutely. Right. And you'd only refinance if it made sense by doing that, of course. But the great thing about that is that little cash flow to be able to purchase something and be able to get an amazing, amazing asset.
Josh, can I talk to you right here?
Yeah.
So am I required to live in there for a certain period of time?
South Dakota Housing requires it to be your primary residence for that type of program. FHA, if you go straight FHA, they want you to be in there for at least a year before you were to depart and rent out that unit that you lived in.
Okay, so if it's South Dakota Housing with FHA, how do I have a certain period of time, or do I, as long as I have that loan, I have to live in there as my primary?
Right. Okay. Yep. They want you that to be your primary residence.
That's an important thing to consider.
Yeah. Okay. Absolutely.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
So, for example, if you were to buy that house and put down 3.5%, we came up with the money through South Dakota Housing or yourself. The loan amount would be $162,011. The loan amount's a little bit more because FHA does charge what's called a funding fee, which is 1.75% of the loan amount. So FHA charges that fee. It's rolled in on top of the mortgage. So that's why that loan amount comes out to $162,011 that you're paying back over the 30 years. Now, say the interest rate was 2.25%. Again, rates change always. So for instance, we're using 2.25. The principal and interest payment would be $619, which is you paying back the loan over 30 years. Every single one of these loans are going to be a fixed interest rate with no prepayment penalty. So $619, which will never change. Taxes, when we calculate your payment, the monthly taxes would be $127 for this unit. Homeowners insurance would be roughly around $125, which is our best estimate. And homeowners insurance covers you if, say, you have hail damage, fire, things like that. And then FHA charges mortgage insurance. And mortgage insurance on this loan amount would be $111. So your total monthly payment for this property by doing an FHA loan would be $982. But again, the cool thing about this is that you get to take that $675 and receive that monthly in your checking account. So really, out of pocket that you're living in there, that you're only paying $307 a month yourself to live in this unit and have a 2-unit property.
Just went down.
Right? Absolutely. So it's cheaper than any rental place you could ever find. And if you did find a rental place for $300, I would not advise living there.
Usually sketchy.
And then the cool thing about this is that buying a home, this is an amazing investment. Like buying your primary residence is one of the best ways you can put your money into out of any different thing you could do right now. So talking about like the appreciation, you know, the appreciation has been higher in Sioux Falls than 4%, but let's just use an average of 4% appreciation. Year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5. Year 2, that house is going to be worth $178. Year 3, $185. Year 4, $193. Year 5, $200,000. That property is going to be worth. So what an amazing investment. It gives you the opportunity to own a property, to be able to gain that appreciation. And then we talked about the CPAs. We always want you to talk to your CPA because there's some really major benefits when it comes to owning a property when you're doing your taxes as well. That's a multi-unit property.
Absolutely. So make your first home or your next home an investment property that you're going to live in. You get incredible, favorable financing treatment, as well as where you want to start is by contacting Josh at this number below, text or call. And also you could go to www.applywithjosh.com. Super simple, takes about 10 minutes. You're answering questions, uploading a few documents. He and his team will take care of you, get right back with you with maybe a few more questions, but really with an answer so that if you want to drop your living overhead down to $307 a month. Have an income property that at some point in time you're going to move out, maybe buy another one, right? You're going to be in great shape whether you use South Dakota housing or not. Be kind to yourself and take a look at this program. Get a hold of Josh, get a hold of myself. We'll take great care of you and maybe make some of your dreams come true. Lower your cost, put more money in your pocket. Can't beat it.
Can't beat it.
Thanks.
Thank you.
So we're here in unit number 2, 402 North Euclid Avenue. Greg is in here getting the flooring finished and some touch-up work. This would be the owner's unit. You've got updated vinyl windows in this unit. And as we did the numbers, I hope you were impressed with that. You can significantly reduce your cost of living and be an owner here and also enjoy appreciation and rising value here in Sioux Falls, which is really great. So pardon the mess, a little bit of stuff on the counters, but we're in the kitchen. It's a large eat-in kitchen, stove, refrigerator, lots of windows, just a great space, a very efficient 2-bedroom, 1-bath apartment. There's an entrance in the stairs off the stairway into the kitchen, and then another entrance with the front door. So again, it's right in the throes of everything being put together. We got to watch our step here that we don't step on some compound. But an efficient bathroom, 2 bedrooms, wood floors, just super cool, super cute. If you're interested in buying an income property and we can get you into this place, you're going to reduce your overhead immediately and then start enjoying the benefits of being a landlord. Okay, now that you've seen the numbers, you've seen the place, a great location here in Sioux Falls. There's also a 2-car garage pad already poured, brand new. This place as well has new electrical service and central air. So some things that bring convenience into economy. You'll want to see this. You'll want to look at the numbers, and you're going to want to buy this place. Only $165,000, and you've got a duplex. You've got extra income coming in. You're on your way to home ownership and also being an investor in real estate. Thanks.